I can't think of a country that has more of one species of native mammal, certainly large native mammal, that has more of that species than it does humans in that country, except for the eastern grey kangaroo. There's an estimated 85 million kangaroos in Australia, majority of which are eastern greys. They cover the whole east coast of Australia, certainly down here in Victoria. I am standing here in a place called Pepin Point, which is near Bonnie Doon, near Lake Eildon. And there's always been so many kangaroos here, you can guarantee seeing huge mobs of them. The reason for the success and the explosion of numbers of eastern greys is because since European settlement, we've just been cutting down trees and creating pastures for our livestock. Eastern greys are a grazing animal and they have absolutely loved having access to so much grass. Another reason for their success is that kangaroos can perform what's called embryonic diapause. So they can suspend the development of their offspring until it's more favourable conditions. Being a marsupial, they have really small joeys, really tiny embryos that crawl up from the mum into the pouch and attach themselves to a teat. With kangaroos, they can have one jelly bean sized embryo on a teat, and the mum's producing one type of milk from that teat. She can also have a developed joey on another teat inside the pouch, and she produces a different milk for them. And then she can have one out of the pouch just hanging around her. So that's 3 offspring that she can raise throughout the whole year. So you can see how they can constantly be reproducing and then stalling their reproduction just in case the conditions aren't favourable or there's not enough food for the mob themselves. So it's really smart and really clever. And I'm a massive fan of native species who have been able to capitalise on human development and human sprawl. And kangaroos, eastern greys, are certainly one of them. But you don't actually have to come 2.5 hours out of Melbourne to farmland and bushland to find mobs of eastern greys. I'm in the boulevard in East Ivanhoe, in front of Yarra Flats Park, and there has always been a mob of kangaroos here and I've always loved them. I used to drive past here on my way to uni a lot and just check them out. It's unreal. But they're doing what they do best during the day, which is nothing really. Kangaroos and a lot of Australian mammals are what's called crepuscular, which means they're active at dusk and dawn. Because of the sheer heat of the middle of the day, they just tend to do more resting really. They're just chilling out and more than happy here, and hopefully they'll be here for many years to come.